Look at this. There's 2,112 members in our trading group. Together, we're killing this market. I want to give a few shout outs to my trading group. CBC, thank you so much. I'm up $13,000 this week. Your group's amazing. I made $47,000 in April because of your setups. This person's up 2,400, 1,500, 647%. This person doubled my money after a phone call that we had just yesterday. This person said, I woke up and I had 73% gains in data. Thank you. I woke up with 58% gains while I was sleeping. Another $1,000. That's $4,000 in 7 days. I've got a cryptocurrency trading group. I've got 6 chat groups where everybody's calling out breakouts, posting charts, working together to trade this market. I've got 41 videos in a playlist. If you don't know anything about trading at all, nothing, you can watch these videos. You'll be making profitable trades. Number one reason why people join my trading group is I post profitable trading setups every single day, and we've been killing it. If you guys want to join the cryptocurrency trading group, you want to pay in crypto, email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. I'll get you set up and in the group today. You pay for 6 months in crypto, you get a 20% discount. You pay for the year in crypto, you get an additional month for free and a 30% discount. If you do want to pay with a card month to month on a monthly basis, you can do so. There's a Patreon link that's in the description. This is Tezos up 72%. You can see here's the setup posted. Here's 52% out of link. Again, bought the breakout down here. Here's the setup. Here's Ethereum, 57% gains out of Ethereum. Here's the setup. Bitcoin Cash broke out 60% gains over time. I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution. We talk about everything crypto daily. Before we jump into this video, I want to ask everybody to smash a like button. Try to get a like spike going, 1,000 likes a video. That's the goal. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and you want to be very successful and very profitable, if you came into this space to change your financial future, definitely hit that subscribe button. I'm going to keep you up to date daily with technical analysis. I'm going to give you some chart setups. I'm going to talk about all the relevant and important news in this space that is going to make you life-changing money. Jumping right into the market today in crypto, red day. Overall market cap of cryptocurrency is at $266 billion. Bitcoin down a couple percentage points. And we're going to talk about how the futures market opened, filled a gap to the downside. And I've got a coin to watch over the course of the next 2-3 weeks, potentially. That's coming up later on in the video. Make sure and watch the video to the end. This is the Bitcoin 12-hour chart. We've been talking about this idea, but you have a series of lower highs here. So this is essentially a bearish idea. Bitcoin looked like it was trying to break out and basically broke back into the pattern. You've got possible hidden bearish divergence, which would allude to the fact that this downtrend, would continue. As far as these highs, you got the MACD possibly curving. Well, it's curving lower. Possible bearish MACD cross. I mean, if this cross is bearish, obviously not a good sign for Bitcoin. There's a support level down here that definitely needs to hold. In a nutshell, when you look at these patterns, you have to just always assume that they're going to continue in the pattern until they don't. So until something changes. So this didn't essentially break out, or it actually broke back into the pattern, just kind of depending how you draw this upper trend line. But some type of move to this lower trend line would be in the cards over some time. This is, let's zoom in. This is a Bitcoin 4-hour chart. You've got all this overhead resistance. And so when somebody's talking about, hey, should I buy Bitcoin? You always want to buy at support. And this support level, the issue is this support level, there's all this resistance overhead, 9,800, 10,000. You've got kind of a bearish pattern possibly. Series of lower highs. Now, it's good that this previous low was a higher low, so potentially this is a symmetrical triangle, which would be more bullish as far as that idea goes. But we do have a bearish double top on the RSI, and you've seen a bit of a retrace. There was some Class C bearish divergence that's played out, a bearish MACD cross as well that kind of gave you an idea as far as this being a smaller local top. So each time these vertical lines, RSI has been overbought, there's been a pullback. So you see RSI overbought, pullback, RSI overbought, pullback, RSI overbought, extreme pullback, RSI overbought, small pullback, RSI overbought. Right, a small pullback right now. Is this support level going to hold? And so that's the question. Ultimately, we want to zoom in again, and this is a 1 hour chart. You can kind of, the nice thing about understanding these time frames is you're going to get a lot more details on the lower time frames. And so there's a point though where you zoom in too much and it's just information overload. So essentially you've got a small falling wedge right here. 68% chance that this breaks to the upside. And this is just, hey, let me throw this idea out there. Could we see a potential head and shoulders here? So far we've got a left shoulder, head, and could we get a right shoulder? So assuming that this breaks out to the upside, comes up here, gets rejected, then we're worried about the bulls holding this level. Now this could be just a double top if the price action breaks below here. Again, move down to 9,200, 9,300, potentially this lower trend line at 9,000. You do have a falling wedge on the RSI approaching oversold conditions. So this would be, potential building the case for this bounce idea right here. So to put in this other right shoulder. So, potential for a small move higher. And then again, we're just looking at this overhead resistance as far as rejection. Remember, the most important thing to understand about technical analysis, it's not a crystal ball. Okay, the idea is to create an edge like Vegas. Create an edge like Vegas. Vegas always wins. Create an edge over time that plays out in your favor, and you'll be very profitable for the rest of your life. This is a Bitcoin CME futures 1 hour chart. There was a previous CME gap, and the gap got filled almost immediately. So the price action came back down and filled this gap. Now there's a lot of obvious scenarios that could play out here. This would be the best scenario for the altcoins, where Bitcoin just kind of stays in this range. These altcoins have been just, gosh, I can't even tell you how amazing it's been. That's why this video is getting out so late today. It's been pretty amazing day. We've had in trading group, we've had some amazing altcoin trading. If you're in a coin and it's not moving and it's stale, you got to find something to trade, because these altcoin seasons are cyclical, right? So you got to take advantage of them. It's the easiest money you're going to make in this market. Now there's a triangle down here that the price action's clearly respecting. So this kind of builds to the bounce idea. So we've hit the lower trend line, possibly we'll move to the upper trend line. There's a good chance that you get a bullish MACD cross here, and then there's hidden bullish divergence, which again is building this bounce idea. So, possibly this support level will hold. A breakout to the upside would say, hey, pay attention. Things are changing. Whether this happens or not, we're not, trading is not predicting, right? But it's an if-then statement. If this happens, then do this. If this happens, then do this. Okay, you're keeping your stop losses in place to manage your risk. Okay, you can be very successful in this market. If you're wrong on half your trades, 50 trades out of 100, you're wrong. You could still make 150% on your money or more, because you're risking $1 to make 2 or 3, and that's a lot to do with your risk-reward ratio. You want to buy at support, sell at resistance. A lot of very basic, simple ideas and strategies will completely change the game for you when you're trying to trade or just invest and hodl in this market. So CME gaps filled, all eyes on Bitcoin. Asia just woke up. Potentially there's some volume coming into the market. Remember, the busiest times as far as trading and volume in this market are 12 a.m. UTC and 12 p.m. UTC. Daily candle close and 12-hour candle closes, okay? 3 days ago, I talked to you guys about Vechain. Remember Vechain? They have a partnership with Bayer in Asia and China. VET, USDT chart would look different. So this would essentially be a double bottom being confirmed, and you'd buy the breakout of this level right here. Targets are listed here over in the white box, give you the Satoshi values. But guess what happened? VET, boom, 43% gains. I think if you would have traded, not that I would ever recommend you trade anything I talk about, but if you would have traded these setups over the past week or two, like we've seen gains in a couple 100% on these setups that I've talked to you guys about before it happened. So just remember, life-changing money starts right here. VET, 43% gains, took off, exploded. Huge parabolic move. Now, obviously, it retraced like most of the market did just here recently. You got to lock in your profits before somebody else does. I got a couple of shout-outs to my trading group. This person stated, I've been in your group for less than a week, and I've made over $3,900 on your chart setups. This person joined yesterday, up $300. Remember, I gave you guys ADA. ADA's been up, it was up 50% max gains in ADA since I called it. This person stated, I finished the month up $14,000. Thanks for your hard work. Polymath, there is a testnet launch June 23rd. Okay, so when you're thinking about possible midterm holds, here's an idea, but it's all about timing. You want to get in, you know, obviously a pullback. And so this chart, not that I would recommend you ever trade anything I talk about, but Paulie, you know, it would be great to see a pullback. This would be, you get a pullback to the support level, good entry. Here's your targets listed here, white boxes. But yeah, June 23rd, this is just like any test net, main net, any type of big news hype. You're buying hype, buying hype, buying hype, buying hype, buying hype. And this is a bullish pattern. It's kind of inverse, complex inverse head and shoulder-ish, double bottom-ish. You've got all the major moving averages on the 12-hour crossing bullish. You can see it already pumped now, but you know, this retrace would be good entry as far as Paulie goes. These sell off. It's going to sell off prior to the June 23rd launch. Retail, all of us, get destroyed and wrecked because they just think, hey, this is never going to end. This thing is going to just keep on running. We're good. We're golden. We're going to the moon. Polymath is it. And in the heat of the moment, you get these emotions and you're not able to think straight. And we're emotional beings. That's how we're built. You have to write down a trading plan. Say, hey, I'm going to take a percentage of profits at this level. I'm going to take a percentage of profits at this level. If it makes it to this level, I'm going to take more profits. And then if it starts to pull back, I'm going to get stopped out, right? And so you have to be able to manage the risk and take profits based on these ideas. These coins don't go straight up forever. You get huge pumps and you get huge pullbacks, right? Fast moving green candles pull back just as fast. ENJ is another one just to watch. Okay, this is one where, like, look at that. You got a possible parabolic curve. These typically end with these huge blow off tops, like an explosive move higher. Now, engine could take a month or more to play out, and this is valid until this parabolic curve breaks. You have to assume that the parabola and the price action continues higher until it doesn't. Okay, and so when you're looking for entry, obviously a pullback is always better entry. It takes a lot of practice to buy a red candle. Like, we're built emotionally to chase green candles. That's how we're built. That's how retail comes to this market and gets completely destroyed. In a strong bull market, retail does well. Retail, new traders. I had somebody say, hey, well, what's retail? And that's, you know, a question that I probably skip over a lot. You know, retail is new money coming into the market. They throw a bunch of money at this market without understanding the technicals behind it. And they're just, you know, like buying on all this news related stuff. So it's important to have an understanding. This market's going to be a lot easier to trade. All this new money coming into the market, commonly referred to as dumb money, because unknowingly they don't know any better. They think everything's just going to go up forever. They don't know that these test nets and main nets, they're going to sell off. They don't understand how Bitcoin dominance fits into this picture. I'm going to talk about that in just a second. And, you know, putting all this together is important to be very successful in the cryptocurrency space. Are we all going to get rich? Yes, of course. We're here and it's early. But some people are going to get exponentially more rich than others. Again, if you're holding an altcoin right now and you're holding it tight and you're in this stale coin, look at Engine. Like, if you're holding a coin and it's doing nothing, it's in the top 20, why? Why are you holding it? Like, you feel like you're going to get like this exponential price pump. Remember, your bigger, larger cap coins don't move as much. It takes a lot more to move them. 43% gains in a large caps basically doesn't happen. Okay, so just remember, like, there's a point where you want to be in the right coins. You guys got to remember, in the trading group, we were buying Engine around 1,000 Satoshis. That means Engine's up 120% or more since that entry. Bitcoin dominance, and I'll talk to you about this, and I'll talk to you about this until you get rich. Bitcoin dominance, focus on this idea. If you listen to one part of this video, notice how these altcoins reacted recently. Like, the altcoins sold off, right? The entire altcoin market turned red real quick. This is that green tractor beam where the altcoins, as this falls, as this moves lower, the altcoins perform a lot better. And we had an amazing weekend for these altcoins, really amazing couple weeks. Now, Bitcoin dominance popped, and you got a little double bottom. Now, if this double bottom gets confirmed and breaks out higher, these altcoins are going to shut off. But overall, it's a downtrend, so it's good for the altcoins. But the altcoin bulls want this resistance to hold and get rejected. But this move higher over the last 5-6 hours completely shut off the altcoin market. So again, as soon as this rolls over, you got all these moving averages coming. If this continues to roll over, these altcoins will fire back up. Fire back up. That's what we want. Altcoin season. Is Bitcoin getting boring? Yes. What should you be doing in crypto? trading altcoins. I get so passionate about trading these altcoins because it's so much fun. You get these, now retail's in, right? So you get these news pumps. You got bots and traders buying on technicals. You got retail buying on news. You pair those together, boom, exponential price rises. It's just the market's a lot more fun when everybody's making money. That's all there is to it. U.S. stock markets need the stimulus from the Fed. This is the real bubble. This is the real bubble. A lot of people say, oh, Bitcoin bubble, Bitcoin bubble. No, listen. Traditional markets, the U.S. dollar, that's the bubble that's about to burst. I think stock markets have continued to recover. The economy seems to be in shambles. You go out now, let's say I live in a smaller town. You go out now and the restaurants are all shut down. Right? Gyms have opened up where I am. Probably in most areas of the country, they haven't opened up yet. And there's not very many people that live where I do, and not very many cases of the panic situation that are going on. And things are completely different. You talk to some of these businesses, and they're barely staying open. The restaurants are shut down. There's a lot of people out of work. People are surviving on this stimulus money that's coming from the Fed, as well as a lot of these businesses. So the economy is already faltering, but a lot of this is covered up by the stimulus money coming in. Now, the euro is still on track of collapsing, says macro analyst. Here's how Bitcoin could react. Bitcoin is going to be a hedge. This is the biggest financial opportunity of our lifetime because people are going to put their money into Bitcoin as these fiat currencies and global economies collapse. Demand for the U.S. dollar surges in Hong Kong as China imposes a new security law crackdown. China has imposed a new national security law in Hong Kong, effectively limiting its independence and driving residents to convert millions of Hong Kong dollars into U.S. dollars in unprecedented demand. So fear and unrest have persisted in Hong Kong since China's ongoing suppression of the protests began last year. The U.S. dollar now is out of stock everywhere. They've offered every last bit of their supplies to their customers. People can't get enough USD, and this is kind of interesting. Like, how does that factor in? U.S. dollar becomes a hedge. U.S. dollars being essentially pumped or printed. How is this on a global scale? It's all going to end. It's all going to falter. Watch. Bitcoin's right there to stand in and step up. Bitcoin could surge past 10,000 as Ethereum hammers higher high. Essentially, this idea that the person's trying to build is that Ethereum is going to drag Bitcoin higher. I don't think so. We all know that Bitcoin is a puppet master. Bitcoin runs his show. These altcoins move in a second with Bitcoin. So Vechain teamed up with the producers market to help trace agricultural products to maintain and enhance their export competitiveness in the global market space. Vechain staying in the news. Icon, South Korea's biggest crypto project, enables cross-chain interoperability, and this is essential for the success of cryptocurrencies. Right now, you have these blockchains that don't communicate with each other. Cross-chain interoperability allows these blockchains to communicate across chains. This is one of the biggest ideas to focus on going forward. So Icon made this announcement. BTP 1.0 is finally here. Check out their demo so you can go on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, cryptobtc_Chris. I tweet and talk about all kinds of pretty amazing and important information. If you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment below, hit the bell for notifications. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.